RJ, how you doing? Andy Van Noy. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. A couple more people tune in here. Howdy, my friends. Hope you're doing well. For those of you that are American and celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you spent some time with your family, thought about the things that you're grateful for. I know I certainly did, and played some guitar. Speaking of guitar, I played this on Black Friday. This is a PRS SE Custom 24, and I am giving this away to one random GuitarGate subscriber. This Wednesday, I'm going to announce. So we're running our promo through Tuesday. I think it ends at midnight, Monday night, something like that. And our sale. And we're giving this guitar away along with 2 other giveaways. So if you're a GuitarGate member, you are in the running. If you're not a GuitarGate member, you can use the code BlackFriday50, one word, Black Friday and 50. And you can join as a lifetime member for half off. And we are ending lifetime memberships at the end of this holiday season. We've had a good run, but it just kind of got out of hand, and I want to bring it back to a more sustainable type of thing where there's more dedicated people that are here checking in regularly every day. So if you've been on the fence, take advantage of it. And so after I kind of go over that, we'll open it up for questions and do a little Ask Me Anything. So I hope you're doing well, and thanks for jumping in on this Sunday. Other 2 things that we're giving away besides this guitar is I'm giving away $1,000 of gear to anybody you want, from any retailer you want, and it could be one thing, it could be a down payment on a bigger thing. It could be $500, $200 things. Doesn't matter to me. No restrictions. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Basically, I'm going to pick someone randomly for the guitar. I'm going to email you. I'm going to pick someone randomly for the gear giveaway, and I'm going to email you. Do not respond to any comments on a YouTube stream saying, "Talk to me on Telegram." That is not me. Unless you get an email with probably poor punctuation from support@guitargate.com or something that is just at guitargate.com. No dashes, nothing else. It is not me, okay? So if you read something in the comments section that says you won this, you didn't. It's not me. This is going to be picked randomly internally from GuitarGate subscribers. So, last thing I'm giving away is another $1,000. It can be a donation to either a charity of your choice in your name or someone else's name, or it can be just straight cash to you, because sometimes you just need the cash, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's it. So we're giving away a guitar, $1,000 of gear, and $1,000 cash donation to either charity or directly to you. And all that will be announced Wednesday to 3 completely random GuitarGate.com subscribers. And again, if you're not a subscriber, use this rare code BlackFriday50, join for half off, and that ends forever. No more lifetime subscriptions after this promotion, after this holiday season promotion. That's it, my friends. Let us see who's in here. Andy, John, good to see you. Andy Van Noy, do I like the Allman Brothers? Of course I like the Allman Brothers. I would love to do a Dwayne Allman vid. I feel like I have, but there's not as many out there that are good quality as I would like. No, Dwayne's one of the greatest. Mount Rushmore, like, best. Marcus 319, what's happened? Agapelagia, Logia, Hello from upstate New York. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. You too. Rock and Rob. Benjamin. Kevin D. Frank W. from across the reservoir. Nice, Frank. Good to see you here in Maryland. John, more Radiohead reactions. Yes, I do need to do that. Ozzy, love your videos. The enthusiasm is infectious. Man, that's what it's all about. All I'm trying to recreate is when you used to get together with your friends and you'd be like, oh, you hear this? Check this out. Check this out. And you guys are all like, oh, man, what the? Like, that's the whole point. Okay? Con Gear, what can you recommend for practice to getting better at moving around triads and chords within improvising? Limiting yourself. Limiting yourself. Take a simple progression like B to A. Right? And instead of doing these big chord shapes, limit yourself to just triads on the same string. So right now I'm on like 3, 2, 1 strings. And then try to connect those two. So make a scale out of those chord tones. So if you look at what's on the 3rd string, you have... If you look at what's on the 2nd string, you have... And on the 1st string, you have these. Right? And just look at it. Make a little scale out of it, okay? And then add in little pentatonics, you know. That's what you do. You limit yourself. Limit yourself. Edgar Hernandez, what's a guitar no one would expect you to play? I really don't have many guitars. I'm looking at my PV Wolfgang, my Fender Bullet, and then I have my PRS stuff. I have a Cherry Taylor 510 acoustic, which is my favorite guitar. I don't know if I really have one that no one would expect me to play, but I tell you what, I love used gear. I love banged up gear. I'm not a new, shiny, sparkly gear kind of guy. I love weird, obscure things. The thing that pops out in my head that I want is I would like an old school Guild acoustic. That would be awesome. Allison Reed, good to see you. Jared, thank you so much. I am a huge Van Halen fan too. Moto Guru, how was the show? It was great. I believe we got audio and video. It also was kind of like my birthday show. I turned 40, and so my wife had like a preposterous amount of my friends come out wearing t-shirts of me like when I was 2 years old with my naked butt holding a garden hose, and like posts, like pictures of my face like from YouTube, like doing all these weird like reactions. Just a bizarre turn of events. Robert Davis, happy Thanksgiving. Roger, yes, Untrained is a tricky one. Hello from Nashville, Gabriel. Michael Hall, North Fork Gardens. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you, my friend. Benjamin, lifetime member here. Would you have a lesson on slide guitar? Yes, I'm actually planning on adding a slide player to the Masterclass series moving forward. For any of you that are Masterclass members, we have live sessions every day, just about Monday through Friday. Just like Jamie McLean, Lyle Brewer, Jack Roosh, and Guthrie Trapp, and myself. And I'm trying to get a good mix of players, but people go on tour, they move around, and so we don't have everybody forever. And so the next thing I would like to add a slide player and an acoustic bluegrass player. And I already have those in mind. I'm not a tremendous slide player, so I don't really feel right charging people to learn from me, but doesn't mean I can't hire somebody. Great. Great question. Let's keep going down. John, Radiohead. Ben, Queens of the Stone Age, are you gay? No, I have 4 boys. I am a family of 6. Do I get an LGBTQ membership? No. How much is a lifetime membership? Lifetime membership is $300. It's $299, but you can get it for half with the code Black Friday. Um, Ben, just to be clear, it's not a no because you're LGBTQ plus. I don't know what the pluses mean. It's just because they're not free. I don't think he understands how bad I need that guitar. I would people elbow a baby for that, dude. That's hilarious. Throwing a little rock joke. Listen, man, it's totally random. And there's no global restrictions. I don't care where you live. I've sent guitars everywhere. Everywhere, like except Antarctica. I think I've sent guitars to every continent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've sent guitars to every continent. So, most people have global restrictions. I don't. Let's see. Greetings. Yes, good to see you. Stephen F. Oh, man, I appreciate you. I know you're an Amy Winehouse song, so what's your go-to Amy song to cover? Maybe an Amy reaction soon. I would love to do an Amy reaction soon. I would love to do Love is a Losing Game. I've always felt, and I think I've actually done a reaction on that, but to answer your question, my favorite song of hers, especially to cover or just to show people, is Love is a Losing Game. I think it's one of those rare, perfect songs. Ian Gray, where do I start to learn music theory? Check this out. Start with this. Music is letters, A through G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then after G, it just comes back to A. No H, no N, no R, no Q. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Whatever. Just remember that when you make chords, you're playing 3 notes at a time, and those notes are in clusters, and they skip one. So if a note has an A in it, if it starts with an A, it also has a C, because you skipped B, and an E, because you skipped D. So your clusters are A, C, E, B, D, F, C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, and G, B, D. Remember that forever. And when you get in front of a piano, think, oh yeah, C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, E, G, B, A, C, E, B, D, F. Got it. That's where you start with music theory. All right. Do I have to be a paid member to win? No, actually. As a free member on GuitarGate, you get the beginner course. Beginners are always free with me. It's for people that dig the vibe, that want to subscribe. Those are the people that's when I start charging. But those initial lessons and a welcome to the community, those are free. So no, you don't have to be a paying member. But this it's going to be picked randomly by email address. But most people are paying members on the website. Most people end up joining. Just because they just do. I try to make it awesome. And I try to let you pick what comes next on YouTube. I try to make it interactive so you can post lessons completing videos. We have a Discord. I just try to make it as exciting as possible. So even as a free member, you should feel that it's not like this static free beginner's course. It feels like a community. So most people end up joining. But the answer is no. You do not have to pay to be in the running. Yeah, I feel like God is telling me. Let's see. Here we go. Aha, sounds funny. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Let's see. Can you explain the difference between major and minor in your own words? The easiest way is just happy versus sad. But the difference is the major and minor third. The root doesn't change. The fifth doesn't change. Like the difference between an A major and A minor, you have an A, C, and E something. Remember that cluster, right? A, C, and E. Both of them have A natural and E natural. It's the C that is C natural for minor and C sharp for major. So it's just that one little move. So, you know, the in my own words, the difference between major and minor is just the difference of that third. It's the distance between the first and the third is greater with major, and it's smaller with minor. But happy and sad is the easiest. Everybody understands that. Let's see here. Let's see. The secret of slide guitar. I'm not a good slide player, but it's muting. It's got to be muting and intonations. Intonation meaning when we press down on a fret, we can press anywhere in this fret, but the string rings from where this fret is to where the bridge is. But on a slide, it's literally anywhere the slide is. So proper muting and knowing exactly where the pitch is and being able to use vibrato to shake it out is absolutely crucial. One sec here. Okay. Oh. Charles Barkley, thanks for all you do, man. Thanks for being here. Can you talk about the etiquette for jam sessions? I'm slowly bridging the gap between the apartment bedroom and jamming with friends from work. Any must-dos or don'ts? It's... Okay, here's what I would say. One, if it's an open jam, have a couple songs that everybody covers in open jams, like a Lay Down Sally, just like 1-4-5 stuff that everybody knows, right? If it's like a jam band style thing, make sure you have, a couple dead tunes that like everybody knows, right? If it's a blues one, have a couple different blues, have a major blues, minor blues, 12 bar, 8 bar, have like a Key to a Highway in there. If it's reggae, have like whatever you're going into, make sure you have a couple staples that everyone covers. And if you're not sure what the band has in their bag, go to their website and check out their song list. Number two, if you're sitting in with people that know the songs, right? Hopefully, just know that you don't have to play them the way you learned them. You don't have to play the full chord shapes. Less is more. Anytime you can break it down into smaller pieces and do triads, do it. If you see them on one part of the neck, play in another part of the neck. And lastly, if you don't know any of the leads, or if you just are improvising in general, but you do have time, and you know which song or a couple songs that you might play, figure out the main basic vocal melody, like literally what the singer's singing. And so even if you aren't a strong improviser, if you just come and you hammer the melody and play little variations, even if you just memorize it, no rest, let the note for where, like everyone will be happy. Everyone thinks you know the song. No one will come away with it being like, oh, you didn't know the song, right? What happens is when you get in trouble is you don't change what you learned, right? And you keep playing the big chords and the same piece of the neck as everybody else in the band is playing, right? When you don't change the arrangement based on them, and two, you're improvising all over the place when it's not your strength. So learn a melody and learn the song or the song or two, and have basic triads that you can move around. So even just like, okay, the song's got an A and a B in it, don't just for the whole song be like, right? Make sure you have like, right? Know some different places, and just physically, even if you can't hear it, if you see them down here, jump up here. If you see them here, jump down here. If it sounds like there's someone here and here, do little parts up here. And just remember, do less. Do less. Okay. Oh, let's see. See. Will, what's happening? Oh, you live in Hunt Valley? Good to see you. I'm not actually in Hunt Valley. I'm very close. I'm like in Jacksonville, but still northern Baltimore County. Rolling on the floor laughing, cookies. Michael, any recommendations for practicing timing? I have trouble playing and counting at the same time. So, look, a metronome is your friend. An even better friend is a groove track. Like you can go on YouTube or whatever and search like a drum groove track. An even better friend is a drum groove track with rhythm, okay? Like with rhythm guitar. An even better friend, if you can do it, is if you make your own rhythm loop with a click or a drum track or something that stays consistent. That's really the best way. If you have the ability to create a drum track, like on your DAW, or if you have a loop pedal that has a drum machine on it, and then you play your own rhythm parts with that, then man, that's the best way to practice it, short of playing with other people. Oh, Moncton, best self. Dude, we have to know each other. I grew up off Old York Road next to the Manor Tavern. JJ Dunn, actually Jacksonville, Maryland, but I have lots of family in Jacksonville, Florida, and I go there all the time. Are guitar players the most pretentious of all instrument players? Yeah, I'm going with yes with that. Totally. We are very delicate flowers. And you know why? It's because most of us don't learn our instrument, and we rely on gear for everything. Piano players, horn players, vocalists, anything that's a harmonic content player, like different pitches, basically anything except guitar and bass, they start with melody first, and then like rhythm and melody, and then graduate into harmony, right? Because they can only play one note at a time, and then they, especially horn players, they never get to be able to play more than one note at a time. So they have to learn melodies, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and then they find out which one of those notes are in the chords, and they go that way. Even on piano, you start with basic melodies, and then you start putting the chords together. A guitar, it's the opposite. We all, because it's a shape-based instrument, we all learn harmony first, and most of the time just learn tabs and never learn the actual theory behind the chords, and forget about ever learning melody and how the melody makes the chords work. So that's why we're the most pretentious and easily offended and insecure players of all, because most of us just keep buying gear and never actually like learn how rhythm, harmony, and melody work together. And that is not exclusive to guitar players, but we are the most egregious example of that. 100% true. Let's see. Mr. Tonic, how are you doing? Everybody say hello to one of our fearless moderators. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for all you do. Ben Sherman. Rings a bell. Okay. I went to Hereford High School, graduated in 2002, Ben. Let's see. Robert Davis but from Ocean City. Very nice. Strumbum. Michael, how often should I go back and play past lessons? Mr. Tonic, that is absolutely accurate. All the time. I go back and play all of the time. Like, there is no mastery, really. I mean, you look at, like, the greatest players ever, right? think Derek Trucks, right? The reason I chose to use Derek Trucks as the example is he can clearly do anything, right? But his bread and butter is not elaborate jazz, playing over changes, all these different modes, all this. His bread and butter is key-centered soloing, sounding like a vocalist, basic major and minor scales, right? Like vocal melodies. And he has spent all his professional life working on the little nuances, the tiniest little nuances of basic major harmony, basic blues phrasing. And it's just like, it's like there's so much more, like just like a C, like a D major, like that little major thing, right? Like just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, right? Like that's just D major pentatonic in one spot. But you can spend your whole life, just right? Get little Indian flares, get all kinds of stuff, but it's just that thing. So always go back. Always go back. And in fact, I think that if you go too quickly, you'll hit a wall and you'll very clearly know that I understand it, I could muscle through, but should I? Right? Okay. Rich Harris, how do I force myself to stop buying gear and focus on playing? Well, one is to run out of money, right? Or if you already, or just like, I'll tell you one thing I do when it comes to gear, and I'm not a gearhead. I'm a minimalist at heart, okay? But I'm not telling you to spend all your money. What I mean is, like, if you buy something, also sell something. Most of us, for most of my guitar playing life, I had to do that. But if you don't have the financial constraints where you're forced to stop buying things, the other obvious thing to do is to force yourself to, again, limit yourself. Stick with one guitar. Even if you have a rack of 10, choose one for like a month. Don't keep messing with your big pedal board. Give yourself a tuner, right? Give yourself your practice amp. Make it clean, okay? And learn the chords, the theory and the harmony behind the chords, and the melody to every song that you learn. And use the words. Make the mental connection. The 9 is the 5th of your 5 chord, right? When I play the 6th, it's the 3rd of my 4 chord. That's why it sounds that way. That's why it works. Make those connections. That's what you do. You limit yourself. You don't spend money on stuff, right? And you force yourself to learn not just the guitar part of the song, but the whole song, the rhythm, the harmony, and the melody. That's what to do. Let's see here. Oh man. Let's see. Totally agree, Mr. Tonic. Totally agree. All right, my friends, about 30 minutes. My wife is pinging me at the house. We have people there. Twisted Lines, thank you so much. I love that you're here. So check this out. Again, we are running a promotion right now, and it's going to be the end of lifetime subscriptions. We're going back to the way it used to be. We're keeping the master classes. We might start selling courses individually in addition to subscription. We're moving stuff around. Basically, lifetime got out of hand, and that's just true, right? And so you can still get them. And you can still get them for half off using the code BlackFriday50. I'm not discouraging you from buying them. Like, by all means, take advantage of it because I mean it. we're getting rid of them. And then after the Black Friday promotion, which I think is going to roll through Cyber Monday at midnight, then on Wednesday, after I check everything and pick people, I'm going to announce 3 winners. One for this guitar, one for $1,000. This is about $1,000. One for $1,000 worth of gear with whatever you want, wherever you want, doesn't matter. And one's going to be $1,000 donation to either a charity of your choice in whatever name you want, or just straight cash to you. And it's not going to be one of those BS things where there's a bunch of fees involved, and you got it, like, literally, you're going to shoot me your Venmo, and I'm going to shoot you $1,000 if that's what you want. No strings with me, no global restrictions, no nonsense. And that's it. I just want to say again, thank you all for being a part of this community. Thank you for allowing me to teach guitar online for a living and support my family of 6 with a guitar in my hands in front of computers and cameras. It'll be 11 years for me on GuitarGate this January, and I just wouldn't change any second of it. I love you all. I'm grateful for you all. I hope you have a great time on GuitarGate and a great time with your family and a great time playing guitar. And if you need anything at all, you can always email me, support@guitargate.com. And believe it or not, I hired an assistant, so my emails shouldn't take weeks to get back to you. She's going to start helping me at the beginning of December. I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm starting to ask for help and not just feel like if I don't do everything, everything will fall apart. Hard to get to that point, but I'm turning 40, trying to make some changes, trying to get some balance and sustainability in my life, and that's part of it. So I love you all. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. See you on GuitarGate. Cheers. And good luck.